Welcome back to the TOEFL iBT preparation course. We will be going through each part of the listening section today. We will take a deeper look into each type of question and focus on strategies for success. Remember, the first step is understanding the testing format. So, here are the basics. There are two types of listening materials on the TOEFL iBT test. First, conversations, and second, lectures. Each lecture is about 3 to 6 minutes long and represents academic language that is used in North American university campuses. You should take notes during the listening lectures and conversations, but don't go overboard. You want them to help you, but not waste your time. So, just like I said, you will see conversations. Usually you have two types of conversations: about office hours or about service encounters. These conversations are typical of things you would hear at a university. Office hour conversations are interactions that take place in a professor's office. The content may be academic or it might not be. It could be related to course requirements, or it could be about a request for an extension, or it could be clarification about the content of a lecture. Service encounters are interactions that take place on a university campus and have non-academic content. So some examples could include inquiring about a payment for housing, registering for classes, or something like that. Each conversation is followed by 5 questions. Lectures. So the second part are lectures, and these are usually about 5 minutes long and again representative of university academic settings. But you will not be required to have background knowledge or prior knowledge of the subject matter. All the information that you need to answer will be contained inside the lecture. There are 4 major categories that include topics like arts, and this could be music, literature, or architecture. You also have a category called life science, and that could be anything from information about viruses, public health, or animal communication. The next topic could be physical science, and inside the physical science category, you would see information about oceanography, or weather and atmosphere, or even technology. And then finally, you have a broad topic called social science. And inside this, you could see anything from education to modern history or anthropology. So before we take a look at deeper into the questions, we need to clarify a few vocabulary words. The first one is synthesizing. So synthesizing is a high-level skill. It's very important for any student who's planning to attend university, but it is especially important for the listening section of the TOEFL iBT exam. Synthesizing is combining information from 2 or more sources. So take a look at this image. You have prior knowledge, images, text, activities, and new information. So in this case, you are using your background knowledge and what you hear in the conversation or lecture to put the pieces together or understand the key features of the information. Okay, so the second vocabulary word we have is digressions. And digressions are side comments where the speaker briefly moves away from the main topic and then returns. So let's take a look at the text. While I'm reading, notice the highlighted sentence. Although it wasn't academically challenging, I learned a lot from my job at Burger King. In fact, the job had rewards similar to several other jobs I have had during high school. The Burger King job, however, was unique in that I had some difficult personalities to negotiate. So the second sentence is not directly related to the job at Burger King. The speaker mentions something only partially related, but then moves back to the main focus. So let's take a look at the next vocabulary word. Aside statements. So these are comments that are relevant to the main theme, but interrupt the flow of information or ideas. So for example, if you hear the lecturer say something like the following, pay attention now, this will be on the test. He or she has stopped specifically to reference the coming of important information. You should be listening carefully for clues like this during lectures. It could lead you to the right answer. So here is an outline of the listening questions. And most of the listening questions that follow the lectures and conversations are traditional multiple choice with 4 answer choices and a single correct answer. There are, however, other types of questions as well. You could have multiple choice with more than 1 correct answer, or questions that require you to put things in steps or processes in order of events. And there are questions that require you to match objects or text to categories in a table. Some questions replay part of the lecture or conversation, and then you'll be asked a multiple choice about what you have reheard. So if you take a look at the screen, you'll see that you have basic comprehension questions, pragmatic understanding questions, and connecting information questions. So we will go through each type of question and take a closer look at what you will be required to do.